Hello, this is Michael Tillinger. Today is the 20th of February 2023, and here's the latest update from One Small Town activities around the world. First of all, let me tell you that there's so much going on as always that it's impossible to share everything with you because we'll be here for 2 hours. So I'm literally going to go through some bullet points, some highlights, and also refer you to other videos where I'll specifically speak about certain news items, whether it's about the tokens or how to join and so forth. So let's start by saying, first of all, our entire One Small Town strategy has changed and shifted from focusing on the mayors and municipalities to a very different approach. The reason we've done this, because our experiences with mayors and municipalities has not gone the way we expected it to go. Now, this is not to talk badly about mayors and municipalities. It's purely because they've got their own work to do. They've got their own agenda. They've got things that they need to do. One Small Town just adds an unnecessary load on their platter. However, one could argue that that's what they should be doing to help in their communities, but we want to rather focus on the route of least resistance and the route of most success for One Small Town. And we found that while some mayors are very keen and eager to get involved and help and promote, other mayors and municipalities could become a bureaucratic red tape that actually retards and slows down the One Small Town initiative and the progress. So from now on, we are focusing strictly on community leaders who have a strong influence in the community, who run, for example, non-government organizations and things like that. And every town and every community has got strong community leaders that could become very useful and very powerful in implementing One Small Town. We're looking at other influential individuals, whether they are strong businessmen or women or powerful religious leaders, churches, pastors, and even schools and principals, because these individuals and these people are already inextricably and actively involved in the community and involved in uplifting the communities in various ways. So it's a lot easier to, for example, a church or a pastor to start a One Small Town initiative because they already have 1,000 or 2,000 or sometimes 10,000 members. So imagine when a church starts a One Small Town initiative, becomes the seed and the umbrella for it to grow, and suddenly you launch a One Small Town initiative with 1,000 or 10,000 members. It's a very different kind of launch and a very powerful launch for the One Small Town initiative. Now let's talk about the ambassadors, our new ambassadors. Just in the month of February, we've introduced several new ambassadors in Ireland, in France, and also in a few towns in South Africa. I'm very excited to announce the launch of One Small Town Knysna, One Small Town Plettenberg Bay, and Heinertsburg in the province of Limpopo. We have appointed ambassadors in those towns, and we have also finally appointed an ambassador in Kuruman, One Small Town Kuruman, after several months of trying to figure out how we're going to manage this large area. The right person presented themselves, and we now have a strong ambassador in Kuruman that is putting together the board, the Council of Elders or the People's Council for the Kuruman One Small Town. What has become evident for us as well is that the key is on small, one small town. Kuruman was just simply too large with too many people. And this was a very important lesson for us. Do not take on large areas. Let us focus on towns that are contained, that are manageable, that don't have too many people, because anything other than that literally becomes a big problem and a headache for us to manage. So in Kuruman, we have now broken the One Small Town initiative into 3 parts or 3 areas. Kuruman will remain. We're going to introduce the One Small Town Katu and One Small Town Heuningvlei, which all fall under the JTG Greater District Municipality. And this is going to be a lot simpler to manage for each community on their own without worrying what's happening 150 kilometers away, which still falls under the same local district municipality. So please keep this in mind. We're not going to engage in that again. But this just shows that the One Small Town initiative is a living, growing philosophy. It keeps learning. We keep learning from our own experiences, from our own lessons, so that we don't have to repeat those mistakes again. So now we've learned. Keep it small and tidy. The other important thing is we also have several other municipalities just in South Africa that want to come on board, like the Sakisizwe municipality in the Eastern Cape. There's another town in Limpopo province that I won't mention the name yet. The East London, there is a very powerful ambassador in East London, in White River, in Mpumalanga. We also have ambassadors in Uganda and USA that are looking to come on board, and several other countries. So, as we have now seen, it is an idea whose time has come. And the platform that we are creating, the One Small Town platform that is now becoming a blockchain, is providing the platform that will allow us to grow this rapidly and exponentially. Until now, it's been very difficult to launch and introduce new small towns. It has meant hundreds of emails and communications and phone calls and Zoom calls just to launch one town and launch one ambassador and to train the ambassadors and bring them on board so everybody sings from the same hymn sheet. So they're not promoting, our ambassadors aren't promoting their own philosophies and rather promoting the united One Small Town plan of action. So all of this is a constant learning experience for all of us. And it is all going in the right direction beautifully, smoothly, and very, very quickly. So now that I've mentioned the platform, before I get to the platform, obviously the One Small Town Lebanon is a great example right now. What Fayez Mukarim and the people of One Small Town Lebanon in Ras Al Matin are doing is truly spectacular. Please go to our news page, follow what Ras Al Matin One Small Town is doing in Lebanon. It is highly inspirational and motivating for all future One Small Towns to follow their example. So let's come to the platform and the blockchain. We have literally performed miracles since July 2020 to create a powerful platform, IT platform and blockchain that contains everything that we do with One Small Town. This has become absolutely imperative to manage the rapidly growing One Small Town initiative, the countries coming on board, the ambassadors, the towns, the members that sign up, the membership cards, the allocation of the 3 hours, and so forth and so forth. Not to speak about the Infinity token. The Infinity token, without the One Small Town platform and blockchain, would have been impossible to launch. Now we have a powerful platform blockchain that allows us to do all of this. It allows us to manage this so that nobody can cheat, run away, or hijack the One Small Town initiative. It gives the ambassadors and the local project managers in the One Small Town confidence that everything is working and no one is cheating the system. No one can cheat the system because this is what the blockchain IT platform does for us. And I don't even know how I thought we were going to launch One Small Town. Even a year ago, we were far from having this blockchain. So you can see how this is truly divinely guided. If anyone still has any doubts that this One Small Town is a divinely guided global initiative, must look at our progress, even just over the last 12 months since January, February 2022. There was virtually nothing in place with a bunch of ambassadors around the world trying to inspire people, and look how far we've come just in the last six or 7 months. So the One Small Town platform and blockchain is very important in what we're doing, and I will be talking about that in a separate video and separate series of videos as to how the blockchain is allowing us to perform certain tasks and so forth. Let's talk about the Infinity token. The Infinity token, once again, I will do separate videos about the Infinity token, but it is a very important and unique subject, so I don't want to clutter this too much with the Infinity token. Needless to say that the Infinity token is changing the way cryptocurrencies will work in future. The days of cryptocurrencies based on somebody's crazy idea that they're going to create a cryptocurrency that's going to create value because people are going to want it, those days are going to be over very soon. The One Small Town Infinity token is the only cryptocurrency or community token that is based on true human labor, human sweat equity, our members, our One Small Town community, the growing community around the world. As people join, as members join and sign up and start participating and working, it keeps pushing up the value. But once again, I refer you to the individual Infinity Token and One Small Town platform videos that I'll be doing regarding this. So to finish this update, I want to bring you up to speed with our seed treatment technology and our food growing initiative, and that remains one of the most exciting things that has happened to One Small Town. And once again, this only happened in the month of August or September 2022, and since then we've started the program, started the process of experimenting with a specific seed treatment technology. Now I know there have been a lot of questions. Well, what do you do? How do you treat it? Is this another form of GMO? And the answer to that is an absolute no. We are not doing GMO treatments. We are neutralizing the deadly and toxic GMO treatments that have been done to many of our great seeds, the foods that we eat, whether it's the fruits, the vegetables, or the food, the breakfast food, what do you call them, the cereals? Yes, that's the word I was looking for. So whichever one of those seeds it is, the process that we use is a very natural process. And I'm not going to give the game away, but I will tell you, for those that are still doubtful or that are concerned, the treatment consists of sound frequencies, vibrations, and magnetic fields. All right? So once you realize that this is a purely natural treatment, you'll also realize how we then purify the seeds and create very powerful, stable hybrid seeds of any kind of seed that you can imagine. Like I said, this doesn't just apply to cereals or vegetables or fruits. Any other seed. I guess there aren't that many other seeds, but we can do that with fish, for example. We can do that with clams and oysters. So you can let your mind run wild. This specific frequency treatment affects everything in our lives because it is connected to the fundamental frequency of life. So the results from the seed program and the initial seeds that were treated are truly staggering and impressive. Again, I'll be speaking about it in separate videos, but we believe that the second round of treatment of the seeds is going to take it to even a higher level, and we're about to start the second round of treatment. We also have the One Small Town farm, that we're starting to work on and put our seed growing and seed experimental and the tunnels and all the research facilities that are going to be used in the seed program and various other technologies. And this is happening on the One Small Town farm that we're busy putting together and launching. So I think that's pretty much sums it up in a bullet point summarized fashion without me going into too much detail and waffling for too long. I hope that brings you up to speed. There's interest from One Small Town ambassadors all over the world. I'm not going to mention the countries because you can just imagine it's pretty much every country in the world. We are getting to a process where we'll be able to onboard these ambassadors without countless emails and Zoom calls and so forth. So to finish this report is we hope that by the end of March, our One Small Town platform blockchain will be able to onboard new towns and new ambassadors and new countries with a relative amount of ease. In other words, anybody that wants to become an ambassador or anybody that wants to start a One Small Town initiative will be able to go onto our website, click on Become an Ambassador or click on I want to start a One Small Town initiative. You'll fill in a form. It'll take you through very easily through a form where you have to answer certain questions, give us details, and the blockchain will determine whether you are eligible to become an ambassador or eligible to start a One Small Town initiative in your community. So that will again alleviate huge admin stress from me and the various people that are helping me with the admin right now, and it'll allow One Small Town to grow exponentially around the world with many ambassadors and many countries all singing from the same hymn sheet. So that's what we're working on right now, and I expect that to be ready by the end of March, we trust. So watch the space, watch the One Small Town news page on onesmalltown.org for constant uploads of the latest activities in many countries and many One Small Towns. And until next time, this is Michael Tellinger. Bye for now.